He felt pleasure and happiness when his grandma died after all those years. Now, all those years spent caring for the elderly lady would pay off. He imagined what he could do with her wealth. He found only a note at her house. He dialed. The other end of the line infuriated him. He had no idea. More awaited him. Ray saw an opportunity when he learned that his wealthy grandmother Sally needed care in her later years. Ray lived with his mother, Alice, in a depressed city neighborhood. Ray had rarely seen his grandmother Sally since birth. That's why. Sally was admired by all. The neighborhood loved her cheerfulness. She was kind to everyone and willing to help her friends with anything. She was a strong-willed, intelligent woman who managed her deceased husband's assets alone. Alice was still furious at his mother. Why? Maybe she saw a side of her no one else did. Sally and Alice clashed. They barely spoke for years. Alice refused to help Grandma Sally even after hearing she was sick. "I'm busy," she said. Why? What ruined mother-daughter relations? Alice was a loose cannon since childhood. She misbehaved in school. After his father Samuel, a successful businessman, died, things got worse. If you like my videos, don't forget to like or subscribe. Thanks in advance. Sally managed Samuel's assets and estate alone at 70. She knew 20-year-old Alice was untrustworthy. Alice hated her. Then came more. Alice then dated Ray's father Joey. Sally hated the man because he and Alice were like peas in a pod, which was dangerous. He was always in trouble. Sally knew he wasn't the man for her daughter to marry and live happily ever after. She was right, Joey left months before Ray was born. More. Alice should have realized her mistake and grown closer to her mother after her man left her. It didn't. He blamed Sally's judgment and disapproval of their relationship for scaring Joey away. She resented her mother more and stopped talking to her, rarely letting her see her grandson. The news came a few weeks after Joey. 90-year-old Sally. She trusted her accountants, lawyers, and investors to grow her late husband's fortune. But her health was deteriorating. She needed care more than ever. Ray saw this as a chance. Ray left high school without a plan. He thought of his grandma's fortune when he heard she needed care. It's my turn, he thought. A few years of caring for her, and boom, I'll be a millionaire. He called his grandma that day to start his plan. Ray moved into Sally's mansion's spare room within days. He then took care of his grandma's every need. He fed her, checked on her, and took her to the doctor. He only thought about his big day, soon. After a full life, his grandma would die and leave him her fortune. Hopefully. It started as a win-win. Sally appreciated Ray's care, even though he was motivated by Sally's inheritance. She was especially grateful to reconnect with his grandson. "It's great that we can get along despite what happened between your mom and me. Why do you think she doesn't talk to me?" she often asked Ray. "She can't see how great you are, Grandma." "I'm here for you," Ray said. Then things changed. Ray's access to his grandma's inheritance didn't improve over time. Sally was healthy as a rhino despite daily struggles. Ray was starting to get tired of living there with her and catering to her every need in exchange for just a bed and a plate of food. They fought once. Sally ran out of a certain type of pills, so Ray had to drive several miles to the only pharmacy open at night to get them. Ray refused. Instead, he exploded and left the house. He realized his mistake after a few minutes. "What are you doing, Ray?" he wondered. "Are you really going to throw all the years you've spent by this rich lady's bed by the window? Are you stupid?" He dashed home. He apologized profusely in Sally's bedroom. But she discovered her body in bed. She died. Ray saw something else on her bed immediately. Handwritten note. "Dear Ray, thank you for taking care of me all these years. The painting can hang in the living room as a thank you. My house and other assets are going to the church and charities. Sally. Ray blushed after reading it. She called his grandma's notary immediately. They verified Sally's note. Ray viewed the painting in the living room. He considered it a meaningless doodle. If only he realized his error. He thought the painting was worth $20. He showed it to a friend, who said it resembled a famous abstract expressionist painter. Ray called an appraiser immediately. The painting was worth $20 million. Ray had to decide whether to sell the painting or keep it in memory of her grandmother. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.